Alright guys, one of the most confusing aspects of lawn care for most people is applying products to their lawn, and they get a lot of confusing formulas and all this math, and I feel like it could be a lot simpler. So this is how I do it. First off, I always mow first, so I have stripes. So that's a critical thing as far as I'm concerned, because the stripes help you keep track of where you've been. The next thing you need is whatever sprayer you're going to use. This time I am trying out the Sprayers Plus. So I got it right here. I'm going to fill it up all the way to the 4-gallon mark. Now I highly doubt I'm going to use all 4 gallons here, but I'm going to fill it up anyways, so that way I don't run out. And the idea is I'm going to spray just water across the whole yard as if it was a product, and then I'm going to see how much water is left over. So that'll tell me how much water it takes to apply a product to this yard. And then it's as simple as, if you need to apply, 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, well, I know this is about 2,500 square feet or 2,000 square feet, then I'll put that much product in there, fill the water up to the level that it takes to spray, and it's mixed at the perfect ratio. You don't have to do more math than that. And so the front yard is really easy, because on my Chapin sprayer, I know it's exactly, go in and close the door now. Sprayer, I know it takes 4 gallons to spray the lawn. So anytime I want to apply anything, I fill it up halfway with water, put the product in, and then fill it up to the 4-gallon mark, and it's perfect, works every time. The backyard, it's a little bit different. It's a different shape, all that stuff. And so you don't have to do any formulas. And the reason this works, I do the whole yard, is because you're gonna walk different. There's a lot of people that say, oh, just measure out 100 square feet on your driveway, spray that, then do the math, multiply it to make it 1,000. The issue I have with that is you've got all these obstacles in your lawn you're gonna be walking around, and that's gonna affect how you travel. When you're doing 100 square feet on a blacktop driveway that's perfectly smooth, you're gonna walk at a different rate than when you do on your lawn all around the obstacles. So you end up using a different amount of water. And if you're only doing a small amount, so you're saying 100 square feet, and then you're doing 10,000 square feet, that tiny little bit of math difference can make a big deal. So I prefer just to do it across the whole yard. So I find this is the easiest way to do it. I don't like doing all the math. I like just figuring out, all right, takes this amount of water, and usually you're gonna be around 1 gallon per 1,000 square feet. That's what the sprayers and everything try to do, but depending on which tips you use, depending on which walking pattern, some people if you want to do it this way, you could follow the stripes and go down each and every stripe and overlap. You can do it that way. I personally like to spray across 3 stripes at a time. So I'm walking in the middle, I'm covering 3 stripes. That's how I do it. So it doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you do it the same way you're gonna do it when you're applying a product. So I think I explained it enough. I'm gonna spray it, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All right, so this sprayer is now working. I guess I'll try charging it, and hopefully that'll work. So I'm gonna get the Chapin sprayer out. All right, got this one going, got my T-Jet nozzle. We're gonna go ahead with this backpack sprayer. I was kind of hoping to use the other one, the Sprayer Plus one back here, and this one in the front, so I can get used to comparing them both, but what can you do? So first I'm gonna do the edges just like you do with a normal application. Now the key here is to have a consistent height and width of the spray. So if you put this up higher, then it's gonna spray different, put it lower, spray different. So just pick a spot. It really doesn't matter how high or low you do it. I like to, like I said, do 3 lanes of the stripes. So as long as you're reaching that 3, then stay consistent and you're good to go. All right, so I did the edges. Now it's time to do the stripes. Alright, so let's see how much water we used. Interesting. We're at 3 gallons, so it only took 1 gallon to do this. So quite interesting. I thought we had more space, but we did take out a lot of lawn area over the years, so I think the lawn area has shrunk. Now, the other key part to realize is you got to know how much grass you are spraying. So you'll have those two things, but now I know, all right, with this backpack sprayer, with the blue nozzle, because remember, if you're doing a different nozzle, it's going to spray a different amount, then it's going to use 1 gallon of liquid. So if you're, you know, spraying 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, I think this is 2,000 square feet, I might be wrong, but anyways, say this is 2,000 square feet, then I'd put 12 ounces of the product in, fill up to the 1 gallon mark, shake it up real good, and go to town spraying. Because a lot of people get fixated on how much product per gallon of water do you need. Well, that depends on which backpack sprayer you're using, how fast you're walking, which nozzle, you know, if you go back and forth, all this different stuff. So don't worry about that, just figure out how much water it takes to apply to your whole lawn, and then you just use that amount of water every time you apply something. And so I feel like after knowing this, after doing it this way, now it's super easy. If I want to apply something in the front yard, I'm like, I just dump it in, 4 gallons of water, go to town, I'm good to go. There's less thinking involved. There's it's actually a lot easier to me than doing the push spreader. So, you know, you start getting used to it, it's easier, and then you start saving a lot of money, because when you get the concentrate that you mix yourself, you save so much money. That little bottle of prodiamine that I have will cover my lawn so many times. If I had to get the equivalent in dry pelletized version of it, that would be like a big stack, and then you know how much storage costs, shipping costs, all that. It adds up, so you save a lot of money doing it this way. So try this out. Again, just use water. So if you feel uncomfortable even after doing it with water, you could do it again some other time. And then once you feel comfortable, you're gonna find that it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier to do than you originally thought. Now, of course, it also happens to be a lot easier using the 20-volt battery-powered ones. So they put out a consistent spray. You're not pumping. But I did the same exact thing when I did the Harbor Freight $20. Actually, I think I got it 10 bucks on sale. Backpack sprayer. Used water, went across it, and I just every other step or every third step I pumped, and I just remembered, all right, I'm gonna keep this pattern going. And it was consistent across the whole yard, and it worked, and it was easy. So whether you're using the cheapo sprayer or a nice 20-volt backpack sprayer, this is the way I do it. So there you go. All right, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. It's what makes this really enjoyable and fun, making all these videos. And be sure to check out the ones below. Have a great day. Bye.